Imagine how a mother feels when, just as she has delivered her baby, it's whisked away to the resuscitator before she's had a chance to see or touch it. This approach means that the mother has to wait anxiously to see, touch and talk to her baby. The baby has to suffer the sudden loss of oxygen supply from the placenta from cord clamping, together with a loss of blood volume and the familiar sound of its mother. Resuscitation with the cord intact is the solution. Let me show you how. OK, we set the timer when the baby is born. We dry the baby and place it on its mother's abdomen, skin to skin, and covered with a dry towel. We may be able to see the baby has good tone and moving and breathing. There's nothing more to do. Mum looks a bit more glamorous than usual, but full of joy at the birth of her baby. She's not the real mother, of course, and the baby is not a real mannequin, but it should give you the idea. Before making a decision about resuscitation of a term baby, you need to know the heart rate and is it breathing. Try stimulating the baby by rubbing its back. If this does not help, we will need to initiate resuscitation with the cord still intact. Mum can watch her baby and give encouraging words. Auscultation is the recommended way of determining the heart rate, but it may be difficult in a noisy delivery room. Here I am using a readily available fetal Doppler, which displays the heart rate. This has been surface wiped, just as you would do with the ordinary stethoscope. The baby is not breathing, and the heart rate is less than 100. So now we need to initiate ventilation with PEEP. You could have the baby on a Life Start mobile trolley, but here we are using a Neo-T and the PEEP to go. Watch the pressure rise. Watch the chest rise. Remember, the cord is still intact and oxygenated blood is still returning to the baby from the placenta. Now check to see if the heart rate is improving. A pulse oximeter on the right hand may now start to provide saturation levels and a heart rate. But if the baby is severely depressed, the circulation may not be sufficient to get a reliable reading. The ultrasound Doppler, however, should give a satisfactory reading, but the alternative is to get the ECG. A remote ECG using contactless electrodes placed under the baby and transmitted wirelessly to a remote monitor is possible. This will also give continuous real-time documentation for later analysis. Early cord clamping has been known for many years to cause a severe bradycardia in the neonate. Early cord clamping has been known to cause hypovolemia for a number of years. It's also been known to cause a variable degree of hypoxia. A healthy term baby can usually cope with all this insult. A compromised baby cannot. Ventilation with the placental circulation intact is clearly the best way to initiate resuscitation of the neonate that does not breathe soon after birth. A green LED pulse sensor can also be placed under the baby to detect capillary blood flow and pulse via reflective pulse technology.